Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So Gina Carano has responded to Grace Randolph and what she said on Twitter about statements that she supposedly made. Grace Randolph said in my previous video you can check out that Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly. And then she was getting a lot of responses saying, hey, where's your evidence? Where's your sources? Where's your receipts? That's not true. How can you be just saying that, flat out lying? And that was in response to a Star Wars post about Moses Ingram, the new actor in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, because she was apparently getting some responses on social media. You can check videos out on that too. But in this one, we have the initial tweet that says, yes, you can critique Star Wars actors and characters. No race and gender are not valid criticisms, and under no circumstances in caps, should you harass any talent in front of or behind the camera. This is what we showed before. This guy, Mr. Man, says, unless you're Gina Carano. And then Grace Randolph, Gina Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly. So I posted the tweet there from Gina Carano, and let's just go to hers and have a look at what it actually says. Finally, someone wrote an article of what actually happened. Thank you, Bounding Comics. So Bounding into Comics did an article detailing everything that Gina has gone through in the last, well, nearly couple of years now on Twitter, which we have all seen, which is absolutely ridiculous that she's gone through all this. And the Access media is still saying what we're going to see. Malicious lie. They're still doing it nearly 2 years later. She said, Grace Randolph, I don't wish you any ill will or hate. It would just be nice if you would stop spreading malicious lies for over a year now. You do a disservice to yourself and Critics' Choice. We're just going to look at the article quickly because this is exactly what's going on. So there's the initial tweet about Star Wars and what was happening with Moses Ingram. It says, she made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly, but all she has actually done, is detailed here in this article, was being accused of racism, was actually someone who was standing up against what was happening in 1930s Germany. And then there was the whole pronouns in bios thing, which then she said she spoke to Pedro. She didn't know before, but she knows now why people put them in their bios. She said, I stand against bullying, especially the most vulnerable. And she is obviously for the freedom to choose. So that's why she wouldn't be putting them in her bio. But good for you if you choose to. So freedom of choice for individuals, and that's what she's about. But everyone on Twitter and the whole NPC woke mob wants to go, she said something I don't agree with, or I think that is racist or transphobic, therefore I'm going to call her that. And that wasn't it, because she says, I'm not against trans lives, they need to find less abusive representation. Yeah, because the amount of hate that she was getting is absolutely unbelievable. And like, there's just some quotes here that she put in a tweet responding to someone like that said, can you see how some would read that as mocking? If you want to read it like that, of course, all these people on the internet, they want to get offended by everything. And then she wants to pull it back. You're trying to force a woman to put something in her bio through harassment. So she was claiming she was being harassed. She has been harassed. And now Grace Randolph is saying it's not okay to harass anyone under any circumstances. However, is she making a distinction because she believes Gina Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements repeatedly? Even if that was true by Grace Randolph's standards, she said under no circumstances should you harass any talent. That doesn't say with the exception of anti-trans and anti-Semitic statements, even though it's under a false assumption because Gina Carano never did that. But I think Grace Randolph has been a bit of a hypocrite saying there's no circumstances you should harass any talent. However, in Gina's case, because I believe she made anti-Semitic and anti-trans statements, this is Grace, she believes she made those statements, then it's okay to harass her. Is that what she's saying? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But it's good to see Gina Carano still fighting back nearly 2 years later, because some of these tweets we're seeing September 2020, so it's coming up to what, a year and a half, nearly 2 years coming up now that she's been going through this. And this was the big one that finally got her kicked out of Star Wars. The turning against each other, turning our neighbors against each other in society. And that's basically what she was saying. We shouldn't be turning against each other. We need to push each other up and just keep loving each other. When all that stuff was going down in 2020, you know, the whole mandates and everything and all that. And now she's gone to Daily Wire, where she's got Terror on the Prairie coming out soon. See how that goes. It's got a UFC fighter in it, and she's an ex-MMA fighter. So that'll be interesting. She claps back at Grace Randolph, an Access Media person on YouTube. What she's based on is getting the access so she can do the reviews first before anyone else, so she can get the views. So I'm pretty sure she's picking Access as the Access Media does. She's picking her access over the truth. We've heard stories of people that don't want to come out and publicly support Gina because it would hurt their career in the industry. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this video out there. A big thank you to my members at the 2 Towers level, DanielJames and Straith, and we'll see you in the next one.